Hey, what's up, y'all? This disciple Marchello Currence. This rain. What's happening? So, this video is basically gonna be about a betrayal that I went through, a betrayal with my brother. I only got one brother, one full blood brother, and that brother betrayed me and made up narratives to make it seem like I'm a sexual deviant to the black community, and I think also to the police. That's what I personally believe, but definitely to the black community in Charlotte, North Carolina. He went to the community, the neighborhoods in West Charlotte, and spread lies, and he did that by twisting certain facts and to make it fit a certain character for me. So, but this, you know, the character he made was like a sexual deviant, like I'm a sexual deviant, and this information I believe spread all across the country, and I think different police. I think he went to the police, or talked to someone when he was in a mental hospital or something of that nature, something like that. So that being said, I think he also got with the Illuminati. I think he's a member of that, or a member of Freemasons, or a member, or also a member of a cult, of a witch coven. The witch coven, he definitely told me he went to himself. You know that he told me himself he went to a witch coven. So he got into a little black magic. You know what I'm saying? Or a little. He got into some witchcraft, uh, where the source wasn't God. You know, and he told me this himself. He also told me that he could kill someone and get away with it. He said, God will forgive us. Now, this is what he told me, that he could kill someone and get away with it, and God will forgive him. Now, with that mentality, do you think God will forgive you if you go into killing somebody and then think you're going to come back and just repent? That's an American Christianity mentality. Like you could just do something and then come back to God. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start from the beginning. The betrayal really, I think the betrayal began with him. First, I'm gonna tell you how the betrayal, what motivated the betrayal. What motivated the betrayal was his ex-wife. It was a cookout we went to. It was on the 4th of July, 2010. Okay, that's the place where this all started. 4th of July, a cookout, 2010. So we get there. I'm there. I drove there. My girlfriend let me drive her car. So I'm there, you know, and at this time, like I told you, I got my girl's car, so I'm with a female. You know what I'm saying? I'm living with a female at the time. So I'm at my mom's house though. Everybody meet there. So at some point in the party, we're in the kitchen, and the whole family's in the kitchen, and I'm telling jokes. I'm very charismatic. I'm very that's my energy when I'm at my healthiest state. I'm just very charismatic person, like to tell jokes, like to laugh. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing at this party. So my brother's wife that he's married to, she's sitting there. My brother's standing there too. And then I'm telling the jokes, and she goes, right in front of everybody. I'm capturing everybody's attention. There's nothing else going on. My brother's doing nothing with her. He's not talking to her. He's not trying to get her attention. Everyone's focused on me. It's that kind of situation. It's kind of quiet. It was a little window where I'm talking, and it was a little intermission window where I was just talking, just being me. So it was totally quiet. There was no music. There was nothing. It was like that. So that made it worse because it was no way nobody didn't hear it. Nobody did not hear her. I think more people heard her than I did. So she lets out a big moan, and the moan, I'm telling you, the way it sounded, it could not be from something biting you or some other reason. It was such a lustful moan that it could not be mistaken for anything else. It couldn't be mistaken for nothing else but lust. And I was the only person talking. I had everybody's attention. You know what I'm saying? And so it definitely was towards me. I never forgot it. Right? I left, that situation. So not even 2 years later, exactly 2 years later, June, my brother kicks her out the house. Almost 2 years later. So after that happened, she lasted almost 2 years, and that was it. I was there the day she moved out. Me and my brother had some 40s in the park, talked about everything. When we came back from the park, she was gone. That's how that worked. We came back in, and she was gone. And she left a recording, and we looked at it, and she was crying, and we started crying and everything. And it was a place in my life where I had left a girlfriend. We had got burnt out of an apartment. Just so happened we got burnt out of an apartment. So me and my girlfriend at that time, this is 2 years later. This is another girlfriend, not the girlfriend that I had the car with the lady I was driving in her car. That's not the same girlfriend. This girlfriend, me and her got burnt out of an apartment, and me and her was standing at a motel, and so my brother had went through her leaving, his wife leaving, and me and that girlfriend was just on hard times anyway. It was just hard at that time, so I just thought it was a good time for me to just also leave. We had already been burnt out of an apartment. Things were not good between us. So I just thought that it would be a good time for us to just go our separate ways. So my brother was in a bad situation with his wife. So we both agreed, thought it would be cool for me to come live with him. Now remind you, she have lusted after me. I put it all out of my mind. I didn't think anything about it. I totally forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? When I seen her, I didn't think about it. That's how much I forgot about it. When I saw her, when she was leaving, I spoke to her. And when I thought about her, when we watched the video that once she had left, I totally forgot about it. That's how innocent I was, I guess you could say. But I forgot about it. It just wasn't in my mind. I never totally forgot, but it just wasn't in my mind. I thought maybe I was the only one that maybe heard it or that paid it, that knew what it was, what the situation was with it. But apparently not. She lasted almost 2 more years with my brother. I left my girlfriend June 22nd, 23rd, something like that. Shy almost July 4th of July again. So almost 2 years. This was 2012. Now we're in 2012, where I done got burnt out of the apartment. It's almost 4th of July again. Remember, the incident happened in the 4th of July 2010. So here we are almost at the 4th of July 2012. So he thought I should move in. So I moved in, and not realizing that he was holding this against me. What his wife had did. He made her leave with a newborn baby. He made her leave with a newborn baby. So, what would drive a man to make his wife and a newborn baby leave? It was jealousy. He just couldn't stand it. What happened? And he just got paranoid about her altogether and made her leave. He was thinking she was cheating with everybody, and I don't think she was. She was just too passive. She was too passive to be cheating. She was way too passive. I don't believe that. Was she a perfect person? I don't know about all that, but I don't think she was aggressive enough to cheat. Especially that she didn't live in Charlotte. I was from Charlotte, so she just wasn't aggressive enough to cheat. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, after she left, like I said, she left us a video explaining everything. Like, I mean, well, crying and pleading. That's basically what it was. Not wanting to leave, kind of, just mournful, I guess you could say, for what happened. You know what I'm saying? And me and him was there crying, me and my brother crying together, like, you know what I'm saying? But my brother went on to tell me that he had did so much to her that he wanted to kill himself for how he treated her. He mistreated her for the lust that she had for me, that he heard. He never told me this, but it's the only thing that makes sense for why he would pursue one of my women. Now, my track record with my brother is, when we was younger, I offered him a girlfriend. I offered him one of my girls. In that way, in a sexual way. So I've never had a hang up where, as far as me and my brother, I could not offer, like, I was jealous or possessive over women. But my girlfriend came to me, told me what happened, that he was texting her, and she showed me the texts and everything. Showed me all the texts. And I'm like, wow, it could not be deniable. It could not be denied. He was talking about her vagina and everything in the text and everything. Now, this was totally out of character for my brother. Remind you, I had just came back from New York, Los Angeles at that time. But I left North Carolina and went to New York. Then I came all the way back to North Carolina from Los Angeles. So when I got back, I had seen him like October of 2014. That same month I saw him, he called my girlfriend through an old phone with her number in it. I can't make this up. This is an old phone from like, well, I was telling you, 2010. Like that old. So that's like 3 or 4 years old. He done took her number out, calling her and everything, texting her and everything. Now the only thing that adds up after I didn't all I used to my relationship with him was I offered him a girl. With that kind of bond between us like that, for him to cross that boundary, knowing how I'm not even jealous when it comes to women concerning him, for him to cross that boundary and the fact that he was married and that I was married too before him, and so we had these loyalty situations with women because we both were married. So we interacted with each other with women. With him having a woman, I'm having a woman, and we maintain our loyalty to each other. So for him to cross that boundary couldn't have been between about me and him. It was about what his wife did. His wife lusted after me, and so the way he retaliated was to pursue one of my women. So he pursued one of my women. My woman was loyal to me. This happened in 2014, 15. At the top of 2015, I found out. What he did happened October 2014. So I was totally clueless. I didn't even know. I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? And my ex-girlfriend, brought me to her apartment and said, "You know what your brother did, right?" I'm like, "Huh?" Like, 'cause she don't never talk to him. Like, we not. I don't bring my girlfriends around. That's why I always was like that. I don't bring my girlfriends around family like that. It's not no particular family members. To me, it's just a code of how to do things. You know what I'm saying? I don't bring my women around my family. And you see why? You know what I'm saying? So she pulled, like I said, she pulled me to her apartment, let me know what happened and everything, and was like, showed me the texts and everything. Now that was January 2014, 15. We had a death in the family. We lost a milestone in our family, right? During that time when me and my girlfriend hooked back up after I came back from Los Angeles. We hooked up and everything. And so I stayed with her for a while. How about while I was there, okay, we had a death in the family. He gonna call her. This is months later. My brother's gonna call her. He didn't know I was there. He gonna text her, telling her about us having a death in the family. That's his girlfriend. They had remind you before this, they didn't have any conversation back and forth about concerning anything. If they talked, it was because he called looking for me when I was with her. Then, and she would let him know I wasn't there. So anyway, yeah. So where was I at? So I called. So we had a death in the family. I'm more offended now. Now he calling her like this his girl to inform her of deaths in the family, which my mom would have did that. My mom could have easily did that, or he could have told my mom to call her and let her know. And if he was that concerned about it, and then he could have gave her the number, even if she didn't have it, and say, "Well, here's the number." You know, so it's like he was trying to be actually an honest person, I guess you could say, which it didn't make any sense because it still was crazy that he was texting my girlfriend. It didn't matter what the circumstances was. They didn't have that kind of relationship. It's like he randomly texted her and said some sexual stuff, and then came back around and said, "Hey, by the way, Months later, we got a death in the family. It was totally just disrespectful. It was totally disrespectful. They didn't have any kind of bond like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that. Because why would she tell me anything then? If they had something going on, why would she tell me anything? You know what I'm saying? Nah. She wouldn't have brought me to her apartment and told me anything because she wouldn't know, and told me that because she wouldn't know how I would respond. So, not saying I'm a violent person or something. I'm just saying it's just not a wise thing to do. And she hadn't seen me since I got back from New York. So anyway, that's what happened. So so after this, my brother went to the police and told them all kind of stuff about me being a sexual deviant or something like that. Told them all kind of stuff, twisting narratives and everything and doing crazy stuff concerning the police. So now he got them thinking stuff, and now they following me around. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm gonna come back with part 2 on it, man, because it's just too long for me to put it all in one video.